What's up, everybody? Noah Drayson here. Today I'm going to be doing the Backlash 2020 predictions video. Um, the kickoff is currently in an hour. This video was meant to come out yesterday, but if I'm just being honest, I was really tired yesterday. I didn't feel like doing a lot, but plus it works out because they always announce matches at the last second before the show, which they did this morning, so it works out perfectly. So we're gonna start off here with WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley and Sasha Banks versus the Iconics versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross in a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. So, Sasha and Bayley are going to retain. I don't think they're going to hold the titles for very long, but they're going to retain here. I think it was very stupid for them to put the titles on them in the first place. Cause if you think about it, I feel like all the titles, like the women's championships, are always on the four horsewomen: Sasha Banks, Bayley, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch. Think about it. The championships are always on them. Like, give them back to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross or the Iconics, even though their reign sucked last year. I'm surprised Asuka's the Raw Women's Champion, but it's just a matter of time before Charlotte takes the title. Let's face it. But my prediction, Bayley and Sasha retain. Next, we have Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits versus the Viking Raiders for the Raw Tag Team Championship. What a stupid match. Like, come on. I don't like the Street Profits, and I don't like the Viking Raiders. With the Viking Raiders, it's the gimmick. I think it's just, it's really stupid. Oh, sorry. I felt the sneeze coming. But yeah, I just think it's really stupid. This whole, the bowling and the axe throwing and the basketball is just stupid. Like, I don't care. I don't think a lot of people care either, but I'm going to predict Street Profits retain. I don't know. I don't care. Next, we have Raw Women's Champion Asuka versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. How much do you want to bet that Nia Jax will injure Asuka? I'm just kidding. But, yeah, Nia Jax is going to lose. Asuka's going to retain the title. Asuka's going to lose it to Charlotte at some point. But I don't like Nia Jax. I don't know anyone that likes Nia Jax. I personally don't care for Asuka. I really don't think she's anything special. But that's just me. Yeah, so Asuka retains. Next, we have United States Champion Apollo Cruz versus Andrade for the United States Championship. Don't give it back to Andrade. Please don't give it back to Andrade. Andrade sucks. He's a good wrestler, but his U.S. title run was terrible. Keep it on Apollo Cruz. He deserves it. But I'm going to predict Apollo Cruz retains the championship. What's next? Oh boy. Next, we have Randy Orton versus WWE Hall of Famer Edge in what is being called the greatest wrestling match ever, which we all know it will probably be the slowest wrestling match ever. I love Randy Orton, and I love Edge. I think they're both great. I've always liked Randy Orton. Edge retired before I kind of started watching wrestling, but I've watched a few matches back of his and stuff on YouTube and all that, and the network. But it's just their match at WrestleMania was nothing special. Like, it was 45 minutes, and I feel like a majority of the match was just them walking around and literally just dripping in sweat. It's ridiculous. It just wasn't good, and I don't think this match is going to be good. If I had to predict, I'm going to go Randy Orton, because I think they're going to keep dragging this out, at least until SummerSlam or something. Maybe Extreme Rules, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to predict a Randy Orton. I don't know. It's going to be slow, and I'm not looking forward to it. Next match is Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's going to win. Jeff Hardy's going to win. Why would you... First of all, the storyline is completely stupid, and it's such a Vince idea. You can totally tell what storylines are based from Vince's what storylines Vince came up with, you know? Basically, if they're bad storylines, Vince came up with it. Yeah, how could you have Sheamus say all these things and do all these things about Jeff Hardy and then have Jeff Hardy lose? It just sounds stupid and doesn't make sense. So I'm going to predict Jeff Hardy beats Sheamus. Not looking forward to the match at all because it's Sheamus. I like Jeff Hardy. I just don't care for Sheamus. Next, we have Universal Champion Braun Strowman versus The Miz and John Morrison in a 2-on-1 handicap match for the Universal Championship. Braun Strowman retains. Like, why? They would never put it on Miz and Morrison. Miz or Morrison. Maybe Miz, but not right now. Like, it's so obvious that Braun Strowman's going to win. It's like, I feel like this is just like a filler. Because personally, I think Braun Strowman's going to win. And you can mark my words on this too. If it doesn't happen, then oh well. But the Fiend will come out and he will attack Braun Strowman. Because we got Funhouse Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman at Money in the Bank. And then Bray Wyatt left because he had a baby with JoJo. But yeah, so Braun Strowman will retain, and then the Fiend will come out and set up a match for Extreme Rules. That's my prediction. And then finally, we have WWE Champion Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. If you asked me about a week ago, I would probably say Bobby Lashley would win. And here's why. And I'll get to my actual prediction in a bit. But I would say Bobby Lashley would win because I read the rumors. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I read all of the wrestling rumors because it's entertaining to me. Because when Paul Heyman was in charge of Raw and SmackDown, or is it no? No, it was just Raw. That's right. It was just Raw. He put MVP with Bobby Lashley, so MVP could be Bobby Lashley's spokesperson as champion. Which I bought it. I was like, okay, that makes sense because they would do Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE title at SummerSlam. Which, if they honestly did that, though, like, they put the title back on Brock, like, what is it, for, like, the 5th or 6th time? But since now Vince fired Heyman, at least from Raw creative team, and put Bruce Pritchard in charge of the creative team for Raw and SmackDown, I'm going to go Drew McIntyre retains the championship. Because at the same time, though, if you think about it, if they built up Drew McIntyre this much, why would they have him lose the title so early? Like, not so early, but, like, just at a random Backlash pay-per-view, you know? Although they did that with Roman Reigns a few years ago. Remember when Roman had to defend his title in the Royal Rumble? Triple H won the Rumble, won the championship as well. Reigns beat Lesnar and Ambrose at Fastlane, and then he finally beat the Authority at WrestleMania 32. And then I thought he was going to go into SummerSlam with the title, but, you know, all of a sudden Seth beat him in, like, a Money in the Bank, you know? It was just like, you didn't see it coming, but at the same time, like, so I'm getting off track. But it's just, it could go either way. I definitely could think it go either way, but I think Drew McIntyre is going to retain the WWE title. But this pay-per-view overall, I don't know if it's going to be it's not going to be a spectacle. It's not going to be anything special whatsoever. I'm just looking at the matches right now on my computer. The Randy Orton Edge match is just going to be so stupid. Yeah, but those are my predictions for the card. I think the show isn't going to be anything special. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else to say, but there's nothing else I can say about this show that's, like, good or bad. It's just, you know, mediocre. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications. I might have 2 videos coming out tomorrow. It's a possibility. Tomorrow will be for sure the Backlash review video, what I thought of the whole pay-per-view itself. And if not tomorrow, then Tuesday will be my review of the old Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, look out for those 2 videos, and too sweet. Enjoy the show.